Let's go to Greece. Evi Karydi in Greece. And Evi, I know you're going to tell another story from Hala. We've already talked about Hala's book. We've heard a story that Hala's sister Shatha told about the thirsty crow, but now one of the beautiful stories. Hala, we heard the story of the dog and the Hall of Mirrors, but it's another story that Hala told last year in the midst of the onslaught on Gaza. And you'll see also in the chat that I've added a link to the playlist where there's all of those hundreds of stories told from the children of Gaza. I appreciate the people in the room who haven't had time to tell a story today but have contributed. We really appreciate all of your stories and all of you listening to the recording. Thank you for your contributions, and it's not too late. This project is going to run and run, so choose another story and tell it. Evi, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Evi. Thank you for being here. Are you
Hello,
well?
everyone, and Happy New Year from Greece. Uh, am I audible?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you a story I heard from Hala. And Hala, I have to admit, she's one of my favorite storytellers. This specific story has stayed with me from the moment I heard it. And it's a story about an old man and his young son. So one day they were sitting together on a train. The son, 25 years old, was seated by the window. His face was glowing with excitement. He leaned closer, stretched his hand into the air, and called out, "Dad! Dad! Look! The trees! The trees are moving behind us!" The father didn't answer with words. He simply smiled, sharing his son's joy. Nearby, a couple was listening. They exchanged looks. They were confused. They even felt uncomfortable. Why would a grown man behave like a child? Moments later, the young man cried out again, "Dad! Dad! Look at the pond! Look at the animals! And the clouds! They're traveling with the train!" The couple listened in silence, but their surprise was growing, and so were the looks. Then the rain began to fall. Drops landed on the young man's outstretched hand. His face lit up even more. "Dad! Dad, it's raining! The water touched my hand! Look! Look at the water!" At that point, the couple could no longer stay quiet. They turned to the old man and asked, "Why don't you take your son to a doctor? Why don't you have some help for your son?" The father looked at them gently and said, "Thank you for your concern, but we've just come from the hospital. My son had eye surgery today. For the first time in his life, he can see." So I leave you with a question. What might we see differently if we just paused before judging?
Thank you, Evi. Yes. Hala chooses such wise tales to share with the world. And
She's
you,
really wise. All her stories are wise.
exactly. Thank you. As a teacher, like so many people here, in the room and who share the stories we're teachers, but are constantly amazed as teachers what we can learn from these children, these young people of Gaza.